guys, welcome back to Imperfect Plans. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, and I wanted to give y'all a walkthrough of my work planner. This is an updated version because I did post a video on this, I don't know, a little over a year ago, maybe almost 2 years ago. So I have made some updates, and I did make some recent updates as well. I would love to show you guys. I'm using my cloth and paper contoured agenda. It's the one with the black rings because they do have one with gold rings as well. Most of the decor in here as well is from cloth and paper, except for this sticky notepad, which is from Notique. And then this large paper clip is from TJ Maxx, I believe. So let me just get right into it. Y'all, how cute is this? How cute. I got this from one of my cloth and paper sub boxes, but I never used it because I just thought it would put too much weight in my planner, but it's really not that heavy. It obviously does add some additional weight, just a little bit, but I think it's worth it because it's so cute. So the first thing I believe you should keep in your work planner is this overview section. Let me show y'all how this looks. And it depends on the type of job you have. I have a government job and I work within the front office of a specific division. So very busy, and I really need to keep myself organized. So I found these reflection pages in one of my cloth and paper sub boxes. I just never use them, but I was looking through some stuff and these look perfect. Let me give you a closer up look. Can you see how they have the quarters separated? Like, how cute is that, y'all? And how perfect is this for someone who has a lot of different tasks, some daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, especially for those quarterly tasks that sneak up on us all the time. I'm going to use this to organize those. I may use this entire page just to organize the entire year, so I can put some goals up here, some things I've achieved. Maybe, I don't know, I may play around with some of the titles. We'll see. And then down here, I am going to write out all of my quarterly tasks. So like the newsletter, the awards, meet and greets for new hires, things like that I'll put there. And I'll also write the date that it needs to be completed by so that I can easily check it off once each one is done. And one question I always get at work about the quarters is which month or which quarter are we in right now? Because y'all know the fiscal quarter is different from the standard yearly calendar. So I always get questions about that within the front office, and people are asking me which quarter it is. So I may write down the dates. Quarter one, of course, is October through December and so forth, every 3 months from there. So I would recommend something like this. You don't have to have this exact layout, but being able to break up your tasks per quarter and having a visual of all the things that need to be completed for the year could be really helpful. Okay, next I do have a section for job tasks. I'm going to show y'all how helpful this is. Okay, so these first two pages, and I created these inserts, by the way. I didn't purchase these ones. These first two pages are just some general tasks I need to get done on a regular basis. So this is kind of like my to-do list, I would say. But after that, the part that's really helpful is I separated all my tasks between daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and then yearly. So I have it all written out right in my face. So these are all of my reoccurring tasks. I should have said that. These are the reoccurring tasks written out for each time frame. So everything I have to do on a daily basis, I have here. And obviously I have things that are not reoccurring that pop up, like different emails or projects or requests from my boss, whatever it may be. But these are the things that I know I have to get done each day. And it's just nice being able to either check these off or just to kind of look at. I really don't check it off because I don't want to have to rewrite these out each day. But just having a visual here is helpful. And then here is all of my weekly tasks, which I complete every Friday. And then I even have a little section here for occurrence and then priority level. So I know which ones need to be done first. As you can see, I put high for just about everything, but some things I can lessen. Like you see here, I have some that are low tasks, some that are medium. So I know to prioritize those high tasks first. So these are all the monthly ones. I always try to complete my monthly tasks the last week of the month, but usually like the last couple of days I'll give myself. And then I have the quarterly tasks here, which I know I have written out in that overview page, but that's really just kind of like a yearly overview or yearly glance. This here has everything just written out. And then these are yearly tasks. And then I have my routine things, or really I should say per request tasks. So things I only do when requested, sending out and approving different broadcasts for the division, sending out new hire welcome packets, things like that. And then I'll just have some extra sheets back here. Okay, the next thing I really think is so important to have in your work planner is project management. We have to plan out our projects and our larger tasks. So I got these inserts from Cloth and Paper as well. I really didn't like them originally because they have the dot grid lines, and I don't like that at all. I really just like lined paper. But let me show you how I decided to use it. I kind of liked it because I can customize this top block a little bit more as opposed to just having lines. So down here, I'll write out all the tasks I need to complete for that project. And then I'll put the date that it needs to be completed by over here so that I can keep myself on track. And then up here, so this is me planning out the quarterly newsletter. So different sections within the newsletter, I was able to break that up here and then write out the specific tasks for that section that I need to add within it. And then whatever else. So majority of the things I'm planning in here are those big quarterly projects like the awards, the newsletter, and sometimes other things. Like I know I was working on an SOP, which I got tasked to do, and that took a little while. So I wanted to have it organized in here. Okay, and then we have some top tabs here. So I just have meeting notes. These are cool. I think it's important for everyone to have one in your work planner, or to have this in your work planner, but you may not have to use it all the time because, to be honest, I don't really use my meeting notes that often. I do have this meeting tracker that tracks all of my reoccurring meetings, but I'm actually missing some. I'm noticing I haven't really used this very often. Same for the meeting notes. And I did make these, so you may be looking like there's not enough space for notes for you specifically, but I customized these for myself because I know when I take notes for different meetings or if I just have a phone call with someone, I really just need to jot down things so I don't forget. Because sometimes you're talking for a long time or you go on to many different things within that conversation and you just forget things. So I'll put task items to myself here and when it needs to be due by if we do discuss that. And then here is just for general notes during the meeting. Lastly, I just have some notes. You need to have some note paper in your planner for sure, just in case you need to jot something random down or brainstorming. I really like that for here so I don't have to mess up my actual planning pages. And then I did get these little grid sheets. This is kind of like Cornell notes because you have the line paper over here where you can kind of like break this up within subjects, but then I have the grid paper over on this side. Here's a closer up look. But this is cool. This is something new in my planner. Before I just used the regular line paper for notes and brainstorming, but I saw these inserts in one of my Cloth and Paper boxes and I was like, well, let me just use them. I mean, why not? So I have a little bit of those in here. And then here, I titled this schedule in my planner, but I don't know if I'm even really going to use this, y'all. I got this again in a Cloth and Paper sub box, and it came with a few different layouts. Let me show you. So there's this first one. Here, let me just zoom in. Here's this first one, which is just some grid notes now, and it has a block up here where you can kind of plan however you like. I'll show you in a second how they have it Cloth and Paper recommended to plan it. And then down here, you can organize some tasks. Let me show you the other layouts. I should have put these ones in the front. Here's one. You can see you can do like a timed layout. That's pretty cool. And then there is some open space down here as well. And then the third layout, here we go. It's a time layout again, but it's broken up a little bit differently. There's more space here at the bottom for you to do some customized planning, however you want to do that. And then up here, they did shorten it a little bit, and you see the numbers are only from 1 to 12. You're like, well, how am I going to plan morning-wise, and why is it broken up that way? So let me show y'all how they did it. It's easier to show you than to say it. They have the AM task planned out on the left-hand side, and then the PM on the right. So you can start your AM stuff down here at 6 a.m. or even if you wake up at 5, so forth, down to 12. And then 12 p.m. you go over here, or 1 p.m. I'm sorry, starts at the top. Sorry, let me give y'all a better visual. But you get what I'm saying. That's how they did it. And I think that's really cool, actually. I really like that. And then down here, you can just add your notes. And then here is how they planned out. I'll put it down. Here is how they planned out that other layout. And then Is that it? No, wait. Is this that other layout that we had? I think it is. I may be missing one of them. But I like how they have the examples in here. That's pretty cool. Here's that first one that we were looking at. I like how they do those example pages. Okay, but that's all within the tabs. And then I just have this little pouch here that has some sticky notes, a notepad, and then some additional notes I wanted to keep. And then I have my Erin Condren perpetual calendar, which I have some additional months in here that I can use. So I'm thinking I may use this just to plan out or to write out all the different events and activities we have going on, because sometimes when I look at my work calendar on my computer, it just gets a little bit, I don't know, I get a little bit lost, and it's hard to see everything visually all in one space sometimes when you're looking at it in like that calendar format, you know what I mean? So I may do this here, write out everything that we have planned for each month so that I can stay a little bit more prepared. And yeah, I'm thinking, and I'm just somebody that likes to handwrite things anyway, rather than just looking at a computer. It just keeps me a little bit more organized to do it that way. But okay, that is all for my work planner. I encourage you guys to please stay organized, even at work, and not just in your daily stuff. But if you have a job, please get you a planner. I'm telling you, it's going to make a world of a difference. But okay, until the next one, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.